Paul, how did it feel to jump from your solo movie into a huge ensemble?
It made this thing real in a way. And it was fun to see all of these characters in real life, and then to get to act with them and fight some of them was just really surreal.
With Joss Whedon gone, are you two in sort of overall creative control of Marvel? Are you sort of overseeing?
Part of the vitality of what Marvel is that you have very individual voices sort of pushing characters and pushing stories into surprising directions, you know? So that's what we get forward by creatively. And we think there's a lot of freedom here. Like, everybody can have their own interpretation, and we always use it as an example. Like, Joss Whedon's interpretation of Captain America is significantly different than how we interpret him. But the two characters can coexist and hold together in an overarching story.
The whole kind of Team Cap, Team Iron Man setup, did that lead to any rivalry on set?
Mackie's got a big loud voice. He'll make it feel like we're divided. And
yes, he will. He could do that.
He does it anyway.
He doesn't need a reason.
Exactly.
It's a really fun group of people. So, I mean, I just think it's so fun to always get back together, and I just always hope that we all get to be on set together instead of in bits, because it's really a fun, like, green room when we're taking breaks in between.
Mr. Lang?
It's an honor. I'm shaking your hand too long. Wow, this is awesome. Captain America. I know you too. You're great.
Were you ever worried about how a comedic character like Ant-Man would fit in what is ostensibly quite a serious film?
When I shot this, Ant-Man wasn't even done. So the only concern was just how much on the funny scale or the jokey scale do I go, because I didn't know how the character was going to be modulated in the first movie. You know, I gave different takes and things for different lines in the first movie, and it was really incumbent on the editor and the director to kind of see how far they wanted to take it in either direction. So I just didn't want to appear like a different character.
Playing quite a sort of, well, as an android, sort of coming to your emotions, were you...
Synthetic person, please.
Terribly sorry. Were you prepared to be kind of almost the comic relief in parts of the film?
Yeah, I think I was, because I mean, a lot of it I sort of was adding just for fun, and the Russo brothers were like, all the stuff with trying to use doors and you know, was rather than walk through walls was me, and they were really open to all of that. So yeah, I guess I was.
At this point in the films, Jeremy, how good are you with a bow and arrow? How's your aim?
You know, I got really good at it. It just doesn't really help me in the Marvel universe or as Hawkeye. It's more superhero kind of stuff. There's some things I can kind of do that I've learned that you can actually do in real life, but yeah, there's a lot of things that I can't use. I'm not on a tennis court, which is where you just shoot on tennis court, in that firing an arrow like that. You know, but when you shoot properly, it's really quite fun, really quite beautiful sport. I really got an appreciation for it. But when it comes to this, you know, you can't pull a real arrow out because the arrow's got to go somewhere, and I've been taking out a lot of.
So there are no arrows on set?
No, well, there's usually one or two, and they're hidden from me.
How far are you along into Infinity War now?
Pretty deep. I mean, yeah, we started, as soon as we wrapped Civil War, we started to move, in September, we'd spend half our days editing Civil War and half our days in a room with Marcus and McFeely and Nate Moore, a producer from Marvel, just talking about where we can go with Infinity War. So we spent months and months doing that, and we're just about to get the first draft of a script from Marcus and McFeely in about a week, so we're very excited.
When you were growing up, were there any superheroes that you dreamed of being?
Catwoman, Michelle Pfeiffer, specifically. Not like any, it's not just Catwoman, it's Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman and Tim Burton's Batman Begins.
Yeah, you just want to be Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yes.
Nothing wrong with that, right?
No, there isn't.
She's tremendous.